This is Dr. Vaishali and I'm reading from the book Structure, book written by Dr. Rajan Sankaran. Today's topic is Row 3 Understanding and Expression of the Row 3 Remedies. Expression is fear. Under label fear, the main fear is the fear of separation, of being taken away from the place of familiarity, especially of being separated from mother. The fear is connected to a certain object, but the main fear is of losing the person with whom there is extreme attachment and dependence for care and nourishment. Few relevant rubrics mentioned in complete repertory are like mind, thunderstorm during, medicines are calcia phos, natrum carb, natrum bu, natrum phos, phosphorus, silicia and sulfur. Second is mind, restlessness, nervousness, thunderstorm during, natrum carb, natrum mule and phosphorus. Third is mind, dream, water, flood of mac carb, natrum carb and silicia. The foundation are not strong, so there is a fear of being swept off your feet by flood or storm, which could take away your entire structure. It is important to understand in this row that the child experiences the fear without knowing what it is about. For example, the magnesiums see that we see the sleeplessness, causelessness. Sleeplessness goes less, anxiety goes less. These fears can be expressed as fear to be shut off alone, especially in the dark, fear of being left alone in the dark room with no one to care for, fear of unknown familiar, fear of ghost, fear of twin-like John, fear of natural things. The unknown, the twin-like John and ghost all indicate the time when the day become night, when the familiar become unfamiliar. It is a time between being awake and asleep. They feel uncomfortable. They feel comfortable when awake and comfortable when asleep, but the transition makes them uncomfortable. So this is the time they are easily scared. A ghost is unfamiliar things and children love to tell ghost story and scare each other. It can be fun reciting ghost stories when they are just about to sleep. They need the parent at the time of going to sleep. They hold on to the familiar when they are going into the unfamiliar situation or unfamiliar environment. They become inquisitive. They want to know, like a child during a movie will often ask what will happen next. They want to remain in the known, which is their comfort zone. They want the unknown to be known, from dark to light. This also clarifies the inquisitiveness of the phosphorus and sulfur. Fear of unknown. Here are some common situations where we can notably observe these fears. Sometimes, to make the child eat or go to sleep, parents scare them by saying that the big bogeyman will come and put them in a shack and take them away, lest they don't do as they are told, not go by the parents' decision. So they are following the instruction. The fear of bogeyman is not the fear of to be hurt or harmed, but to be taken away from the parents' comfort and familiarity. Second is the child also gets very scared when told ghost stories at night, and this is the time at the night before going to sleep when they especially need the parents' figure. Times when they want to make the unknown known and when they ask questions regarding the unknown. They have curiosity about unknown. When they scare each other with darkness and play dark room, the child gets very scared to being locked in a dark room. They typically they get scared if told by the mother, I will go away from you, or I will leave you, or somebody will come and take you away. These are the fears. Next is when they go from the familiar to unfamiliar place, like when they start going to the school, especially on the first day of the school, when for the first time they are separated from their mother. Now, comparing the fear of row 2, 3 and 4, fear of row 2 are not observed in everyday life because they represent the fetal stage and the birth process. But in row 3 and 4, the features can be seen like how they are seen in the children. We can see in a general observation. Now under row 2, fear is to come out of the covering or the womb or the shell or to be stuck in. And on the left side, the feeling is the covering will disappear and I will be left with no covering. On the right side, feel that I will be stuck inside and will not be able to come out. This is the fear of row 2. Now row 3 fears are like identity and nourishment. The main fear of row 3 are, the main fear is of suppression, of being taken away from the place of familiarity, especially being separated from the mother figure. The fear of connected to certain object, but the main fear is of losing the person on whom there is extreme attachment and the dependence for care and nourishment. And for row 4, the security and task are the fear, like there are actual fear of something happening to them, followed by the fear of pain and suffering. Fear of actual things like of harm, danger, sad story, horrible things, crime, financial loss, dog will bite me, injection, pain, suffering, disease, infection,